Ok, tại sao sư tôi tay coi có. Ok, tại sao sư tôi tay coi có. Okay, there goes it. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. And tonight, we gonna chill in Eternal. let's play a soundtrack. I do want to play a chill music. So this is a synth wave. Okay. So hi VV, hi Frost, welcome to the stream. I think I've never saw your name before. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey. So, what should I do tonight? I mean, I just used up my capital. Like, look at this. I dropped down from 4 million capital to only 1 million. Just so that I made some of the development units, like I decided to collect every single unit, like make every single one of them, each one, like look at this. I still have 0 on some units. The reason is because if you do want to check their SSP conversion bonus, you need to have the unit. So at first I tried to get every single unit, but oh my god, it turned out to be insanely expensive. So I decided, yeah, fuck it. Like I just borrow my brother's account instead of building every single one of them. Like the hell, they ended up getting too expensive. I lost 3 million capital just to build up until the double Z, I think. The fuck. Yeah, it's really damn expensive. So yeah, my dream of upgrading this guy gonna need to fall back to another day, because I don't have any more capital to upgrade this guy. I want this, but look at that, I don't have the money for this guy. So yeah, although I do have the rest, and also I did use up most of my experience, the upgrade material, this one. Look at that, unit upgrade data SSR from 3000 to only 700 left, just because I upgraded a lot of units, like useless units basically. Because I only upgrade them to check their SSP conversion bonus. I mean, I'm the Amaterasu guy. Oh, okay. Nice, welcome to the stream. The update. What update? Sapibi. Hi, ice cream. New update this week for Igloo. Oh yeah. There is a notice. So let's take a look at the notice together. Okay. I don't think I need to make a video out of this, because at most we can only speculate. Everybody can just read this thing, so might have as well just discuss this over a live stream. Okay, so let's take a look. Starting 16th of January, which is in 3 days, we're gonna get MSE Glue coming out. Nice. So usually Master League happens around 20th of every month. So by 16th we should have a new banner. Okay, the MSE Glue. So that means that in 2 days from now, or tomorrow, they're gonna release a sneak peek of the new UR banner. Okay, so we don't know what yet, although I got some leak in my Discord channel that somebody posted in Reddit about a UR big rank, but I don't really believe that. Like we had too many lies, okay? Like people saying the wing endless walls, people saying Gundam double X, people saying double O Quan, blah 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 blah. And it turns out they never came out, okay? Somebody even mentioned you are Zaku. So everybody is a liar. So not gonna believe in anything on the internet anymore. Let's just wait for the official Facebook to release whatever is coming out. But right now the official Facebook account doesn't have anything yet. Okay, just this page, just this picture. Okay, it's the same with the notice. So we don't know anything yet. Okay. It's not useless. I'm so happy to see your video. Thanks, Butastawa. Yeah. Saya not getting SSR Ganteng, assault type. Ganteng. Yeah. Like, we were hoping MSC Glue will bring a lot of mass production unit, especially the tank. Like, at least we know that Hildolfer here is a tank. So, our material, this one, yes, the tank, SP conversion tank, should get another Hildolfer, okay? This one is the attacker version. We're gonna get the support version later. At least. I do hope they give us more than just this, okay? And they give more than just this one tank. So I don't know, maybe the development diagram will have a lot more tank. I don't think Big Rank is a tank, right? It doesn't look like a tank. It's a walking ship. So yeah, on 16th of January. So tomorrow we will see if they gonna really release a sneak peek on the new banner. So look at this, we have Hildolfer with Monique Cadillac, a support unit, then Big Rank with Oliver May as an attacker, Herbert von Kuschfen's Gelguk, piloted by, yes, the same guy, and it's a durability unit, okay. So Big Rank has a map weapon, high output mega particle cannon, should look like the Neo Zeon one, I believe. Like probably a Gatling cannon, triple arc anti-missile, ship missile, high output mega particle cannon. So that's why I don't really want to make a content. Like we totally don't know what is happening in here. I mean, they can be anything. Okay, and then also the Hildolfer only have 2 weapons, support. So hopefully this is a 6 range weapon, probably a 7 range weapon. Hopefully, probably not. That's just wishing too much. Okay. It's you are Zuda. No one noticing Zuda is not here. maybe yes. So hopefully it's a Zuda. Okay, that's why I don't believe in the leaks. Okay, because the leaks said that you are gonna be a Big Rank. Yes, but the Big Rank is already here. So yeah, probably a Zuda. Gonna be excited. You know, Zuda looks cool, and I've heard Zuda explodes a lot. So pros and cons. Is that a tank Zaku? I don't think so. Like I mean, like if you look using a straw, like this guy looks like a Zaku, just this part. So take a straw, look through its hole, and you might see a Zaku if you look at this part. Okay, so that's a tank Zaku. In MSC Glue, no. The SSR Big Rank is a tank, right? No, it's an attacker. It's an attacker. The gacha one, it's a support. Oh, you mean bear guy better to SSP? You mean the Big Rank from gacha? Is it? Let me check in the Sausages website. Whether the guy likes sausages or not is still a mystery. Let's go to the units. I'm gonna find. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one I'm gonna need to deal. Okay, tada. This one, tada. Okay, let's see. Bigger rank, no Big Rank. Rank. Yeah, the gacha one of Big Rank is a durability unit. Okay, so this is a mobile armor Xeon large machine lightning fast red mono eye. Okay, so the other big rank should have the same, except for the lightning fast. Probably a different one, or maybe the same one. We don't know. Okay, so this is the big rank, the durability version. Can only be used in space. Already sucks. SSP for range weapon power 6060 preemptive strike. Yeah. So this is one of an okay unit, but definitely not in my list because of this. Okay, like why? you can only be used in space. Okay, so there is that. I don't know. Wait, I forgot whether he get a terrain upgrade when SSP converted or not. Should I borrow the God account? Let me see. Let me borrow the God account. If Caliban UR uses 10% HP to use EX weapon, the Zuda uses 100% HP to use EX weapon. Well, that attack better be killing someone, okay? It's a self-destruct. It's the best weapon there is. If the attacker is probably space only too. Yeah, maybe. So that's why. Not really excited much. I mean, it's not a surprise, okay? Because we already have that kind of thing in here. The space-only unit. This guy. Ta-da. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. He can only be used in space. He can only be used in space. So the Stardust memory, even though the pilots are great, the units can only be used in space. So not really. Oh wait, I forgot to turn on the page. Okay, so look at this. This guy can only be used in space. Look at this. This guy can only be used in space. So yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if MSE Glue also have the same units. Okay, although the pilots are great. I mean, like the SSR version are not great, the UR version are great. The units can only be used in space, so not really a surprise there. If Igloo follows the same pattern as this story event. Okay, so let's go to the God account. Let me see if my brother still using it. Ta-da! Will there be a message kicking him out from logging in? Or can we ninja our way to this God account? Do you guys want to see anything? Like if you do want to see certain units in here, you can tell me. You know, I'm gonna open up that unit. So let's search Big Rang. Wait, not Rang. Okay, oh, there's a stripe there. Okay, big rank. SSP convert. He has a terrain upgrade. Yes, at least a triangle on atmosphere. Totally not gonna help him. Well, at least he can be deployed, but with a huge penalty. Yeah, this is why I don't use this guy. I mean, like, I don't recommend you guys to use this guy. Totally not worth it. Still Sausage Lemao. Yes, I'm still on Sausage. If next Eternal road with restrict large unit on surface terrain, basically they are useless. Yeah, the durability unit is the only one can be used in both ground and space. Huh? Which one? You mean the big rank? Huh? The big rank cannot be used on ground. I'm getting the feeling that almost all floating giant MS can only be used in space, probably Absalus. Oh yeah, we still haven't got the... What is that? The big hamburger floating thingy. The Apsaros? Apsaros? I forgot his name. Yeah, the big floating burger. Yeah. I love that unit. I think they wanted to release that, right? Yeah. I forgot which in which update they're gonna release that. Let's see if we can still check the update. Not this one. Gelgok. No, not Gelgok. I think he meant the new igloo durability unit, since the supporter is going to be landlocked and attack range space. Oh yeah, the Gelgok. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I get it. So this one, is it? Oh no, this one, the roadmap Eternal. Tada! Roadmap announcement. So let me see where is that update. So we already got this. It's cool. It's okay. Then we already tried this snowman. Not really that exciting. Then we already got this one. This one also. And then this one we already did. Then addition level 6, yes. Then Caliban and Destiny is the current banner with the Strike Freedom. And then we also get this. Yes, this one is the very best banner right now. You know, we only need to wait until the next banner comes out, and we're gonna check. Even the SR units like Elan Ceres is one of the best SR pilot to be SP converted. And this one also developable units are really great. We have the Strike Freedom, the Strike Freedom Meteor, the Infinite Justice, Shirano Yakatsuki. The Infinite Justice Gundam Meteor is not, it's so-so, it's not that great. Then after that, this one we already got. This one, end of year limited items in game store, yes, we already got. This one also got basically useless. Not really useless, I mean like very niche, you know. Instructor challenge we already did. Status memory already come out, and then the gecko, yes. And now this one, MSC glue. So we're gonna get your Mungan. This is a huge unit. And then Hildolfer, it's already there. Just now we already seen. But maybe there's a development diagram version. Then the Zuda. This is a development diagram version also. Zigo, Ogo, Big Rank. We already saw the Big Rank just now, the SSR. So yeah, hopefully the UR is Suda. Like, it looks cool, you know. Then the new character also, we've already seen 3 of them. This one we don't know, Hideto Wasia. And then after that, the Gundam X, yes, late January to early February 2026. So this is where your Double X Gundam gonna come out, okay? Like, what's the point of having, you know, the After War Gundam X Part 2 if you don't release the Double X right there and then, okay? Zigog, let's go. Am I the only one hearing the tap sound? I read to them all. Oh really? Oh, you can hear the tap? Oh my god. I was playing with the mic cable. Okay. So I was playing with the mic cable, so you can hear that. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so this is the After War Gundam X, Gundam Double X, Virsago, Airmaster Burst, Leopard Destroy, Hermit Crab. I mean, they all look cool, you know? They all look cool. So hopefully they can be a really good, you know, SP converted units or even SSP converted. So if you don't really need to SP convert someone or SSP convert someone, just save it, you know. You don't really need to force yourself into using materials, you know. So just keep it. Then a change of the diagram, and new characters, and then the Seed X Astray, Dreadnought Gundam, Hyperion Gundam. Hopefully we get a pilot for Hyperion, probably this woman or guy, I don't know. Gundam Age, H1 Titus, Gundam H2 normal, Zedals, then a baby, another bigger baby, And then the 08MS. Yeah, this one, yes, Apsaras, yes. I love this guy. Don't know why. Like it looks cool. It's a big Zaku. It's a fat big Zaku. So love it. Hopefully it turns out to be a really good unit. Okay, like I love the big Zam. I've already SP converted them. The Neo Zeong. Somehow I also kind of like a fan of large machine. So hopefully this can be a really good addition in the large machine team. Too bad I still don't have the supporter for large machine. So yeah, it's gonna be the last one to come out. So it's gonna be still very, very long, mid to late March. Okay, so 2 months from now, 2.5 months. So just gonna be patient. Okay, so that is that. Yeah. So do you need anything? Do you want to see anything else in here? Like this is a God account. You have every single unit at MLB. Just pick a name and it will be here. Probably give us X only SP chips. Or maybe. Yeah. But we also don't know yet. Okay. But looking at the pattern, like in the current banner, they gave us the Wits from Mercury SP chips and also the Seed Destiny SP chips. So maybe they can follow that pattern, give us SP chips every time they release a new main story. But it also can be a one-time thing only. Who knows? We will see. Isn't that Giran on our back queue as a supporter for large machine? No. This one, Andrew. Yeah, Andrew Waldfeld and Eternal. This is the UR supporter for large machine. Okay, I really hope I can get this guy because large machine contains these units. And most of them have map weapon. Okay, this is the best supporter if you want to build a map weapon team. You put the Strike Freedom Meteor. You can put the Destroy Gundam. You can put all the meteors are here. Then you also have the Grandmaster Gundam. You have the too bad the Dark Gundam is small, the attacker version. You have the Neo Zeong, you have the Big Zam, you have... Yeah, those are the good ones. Yeah. Really need this guy to make my large machine team. Although the Bawa Q also is a large machine, but this is the SSR version, okay? Try. Okay, so this is the SSR version. Okay, you do want this, Andrew Waldfeld. So hopefully the Apsaras can be added to this one, and another addition of a map weapon attacker. So yeah, 171,000 diamond. Really tempted to do a gacha there. But no, not my account. So let's come back to my own account. Let's go. Ta-da. Hello, hi Feniro. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Where have you been? Nowhere in particular. Nice chat. So, let's continue with this. The thing is that I do have some SP conversion material, so I do want to upgrade something, while talking about it. So let's pick my bestest pilot to be SP converted. This guy. Ta-da! Let's see. If he really has this ability without any requirement, then yeah, this is the best pilot to be SP converted. So let's go. Without further ado, let's SP convert this guy. Tada! 100 out of 400. So SP conversion. Tada. Tada. Jujujujujung. SP. Tada. Jujujung. Level up to 100. Tada. Yes. So yeah. Does anybody know why this guy is the best? I can imagine 5 large machines or 10. Yeah, that's why. Use both. Use Andrew for the first team and use Bawa Q for the second team. And then you can bring 10 large machines. Yeah, nowhere in particular, just sometimes sleep early. Hey, see? I already know the future. So, yeah. So here's the thing, guys. Okay, if you leave AI to do their things, AI will never cast this from the very beginning of the battle. Okay, if you notice, if you do have, because I use Asuna and Peptimus a lot, you see, like Asuna and Peptimus has MP up skill, and they never use it without killing the enemy first. Okay, one enemy. So only if they move, kill one enemy, get a chance step, only then they will use this MP up skill. Okay. After a while, I thought, the first time I played this game, because I got them very, very early in the game. So I thought at first, like, that's the AI thingy. They don't MP up skill if they don't certain they can kill their enemy, probably. But apparently I was wrong, because the reason why they don't use their MP up skill is that they are at 0 MP. So if they are at 0 MP, they are not going to waste their SP to just clicking this skill multiple times. Okay, so they will only use it if they are at least 5 MP, so that they only need to use this skill once and then they will get to max. No. If they are at 5 MP, they still need to cast this twice, but they will do it because they already have some MP to start with. Okay, so because they don't have MP at the beginning of the battle, they will never cast that. So the very first pilot that changed that AI is this guy, Setsuna. Because Setsuna starts the game with 6 MP. So if you use Setsuna, this is also why a lot of players recommended him so much for your starting pilot, probably for a different reason, a totally different reason, because back then their reasoning is because this guy has double chance step, so you can clear PvE stages much faster, and the Exia deals higher damage than the Sazabi. But for me, I debated that thing long time ago, because the Sazabi with Char also have a double chance step, can kill from further away, while this is a melee unit. Okay, the melee unit obviously deal higher damage than a ranged unit, but if you cannot reach your enemy, then you are useless. Okay, so pros and cons. But there is another reason why Setsuna is really good, is because if you leave him to AI to move him, he will always gonna cast the MP up skill. Okay, because he starts his MP at 6. Okay, making him only need to cast this MP up skill once and he get to supercharge. Okay, so the AI will always cast that because they know they can get to supercharge with only spending 3 SP. So I was thinking, who else has that kind of ability? Okay, so to answer that, we go to the skill. Okay, the skill, and then also the ability. Okay, in the skill, we gonna go, so the MP up range only owned by Lacus, so we're gonna go to MP up level 5. Okay, MP up level 5 owned by this guy. Okay, so this guy, the Amuro doesn't start with 6 MP. Okay, so he will not gonna cast this. Then the Mafti doesn't have 6 MP, so he will not gonna cast this from the very beginning of the battle. Domon has it. Look at that. This is why God Gundam is insanely strong in PvP, because from the very beginning of the battle he starts with supercharge. He gets 30% bonus damage if he manages to move first. But this guy makes sure that he moves first. Because of this, increase reaction by 50%. Okay. Another reason is Exia has atmospheric while the Sazabi doesn't. Oh yeah, but we don't really have a lot of atmospheric stages back then, okay, in PvE stages. So doesn't matter whether you have atmospheric or not, you don't really have an atmospheric stage that you need Exia so much that you cannot clear it, okay. So this one, make sure that he moves first, make sure that he will cast his MP up skill by having all these. So this is the most important ability for Domon to be fulfilled. So you need the Meikyo Shisui, and the only units who has that are these, okay. So he will only cast his MP up and goes to supercharge if he rides on these units, okay. So the Burning Gundam here, the SSR version is also one of the best SSP conversion unit, because he has the most upgrade when SSP is converted. You can also try Shining Gundam piloted by Domon, but again, the best one comes back to the actual God Gundam UR. Okay? So this is why this is almost a pay-to-win unit and pilot, because if you have God Gundam at MLB, you are already having the best time of your life in your Master League, okay. So this is the one, okay, the very best pilot to have both this MP up skill and MP up ability, okay. And then we also have Sin, you know. So for Sin, he has MP2, okay. So I've already tested him and he doesn't cast this if he only has MP up 2, okay, MP2 from the very beginning of the battle. So if you use him to pilot the God Gundam, he will deal higher damage on God Gundam in PvE, but in PvP, even though you deal higher damage, but you lose the advantage of the God Gundam having that 50% reaction, and also the supercharge automatically cast supercharge from the very beginning of the battle. That is the biggest advantage in PvP. So yeah, with this MP up 2, Sin doesn't use the MP up skill from the very beginning of the battle. Okay, so that's the MP up level 5. Okay, going next, the MP up level 4. Okay. In the MP up level 4, among these pilots, these are the UR pilot, okay? Mikhail is the best one. I'm so lucky to get him, because he is also another pilot with increased MP by 6 when riding Zeon unit, okay? So make sure you use Mikhail riding on the Zeon unit. That will guarantee that if he moves, he will cast the MP up level 4 and making him go into supercharge. This is why I put him on the big Zam, put him in position 1. If you go to a PvE stage, it doesn't matter your mobility because you're gonna move first. So your position 1 unit gonna go move MP up 6, then cast the MP up skill, go to supercharge, and use the 360 AoE map weapon of the Big Zam. Also, if you do use Comfort, you can also have a cone map weapon. So really great pilot, okay, this one. We are talking about MP up skill, okay, the supercharge thingy, okay. So Mikhail is really good for that supercharge. Daryl have MP up, but he doesn't have that MP6. Okay, there's nowhere here has MP6, so he's not gonna cast this MP up. Then next is Asuna, Peptimus, we already know. This guy, full frontal, this is why I wanted him so much, okay? Because this is also another guy who will cast his MP up skill straight away Imagine him riding my MLB Sazabi. Oh my god, in Master League. I'm gonna have the strongest Sazabi in the Master League, you know. Not really the strongest. I mean, like, you know, like we are playing this game single player. Yeah. So I'm gonna have my Sazabi at his maximum power in Master League with maximum limit break, highest modification, and then piloted by full frontal, supercharged from the very beginning. I'm gonna deal 300,000 damage from the get-go, okay, with the full frontal. So there is that. And then we have lane aim. So this is also another pilot who has MP6 when he's riding Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway. So yeah, I made a mistake in the SSP conversion list. I thought that C Gundam doesn't have a pilot, but apparently this guy can actually pilot the C Gundam SSR, the durability unit. Okay? So this guy is another pilot who will cast his MP up skill from the very beginning, and it's good for him because he is an offensive durability pilot. Look at this. He has attack burst, he has MP up, he increases own attack when countering. Okay, so he's an offensive pilot. So the supercharge works great on him. He will deal high damage when riding even a durability unit. Okay, and then also we have Sibuk, Sibuk. This guy also have MP up 6 when riding EFSF with MP up skill. So he will go to supercharge, but because this is not an offensive pilot, you know, so the damage not gonna be as high as other pilot, you know, like his purpose is to defense. Like look at this, executing super defense, increase defense, and increase awaken and reaction, increase defense again, you know. So and then there's HP repair. So it's actually much better as a tank rather than dealing damage. So the supercharge kind of like it's a nice bonus, you know. That is Sibuk. Okay, and then Master Asia doesn't have that. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. He doesn't have that MP6 on the abilities, so he's not gonna cast this. Okay, Master Asia. And after that, Setsuna we already know. Then Argi also we don't have the MP up 6 on the abilities, so he's not gonna cast this when left with AI. Now continuing on, where is it? Back to skill list. Where is my skill? Okay, that's MP up 4 and then MP up 3. Okay, this one is only owned by these people. Okay, Nyan doesn't have MP up abilities. Okay, nope. And then Kouraki also doesn't have MP up abilities. Although if you watch my video on how to clear the Expert Eternal 1, you know, if you manually control your pilot, it doesn't really matter, okay? Like you don't need the MP up 6 if you manually control your pilot. So all these MP up skills are still great, but what I'm looking for is a pilot to be left alone in Master League, you know. So Sophie also, she's actually quite good, you know, MP up skill and boost critical, so really a great option. And then the Night Gundam, this one also doesn't have an MP ups abilities. So yeah, we are already lacking the MP up abilities from the level 3 below, and this is the level 2. Okay, Mikhail doesn't have, get that. He is losing the MP up 6. So only the UR version have MP up 6 on the abilities. And after that, well, neither. This guy, you know, you need to manually control this guy if you do want him to be really, really strong. Because this extended increase your defense by a lot. And if you SP convert this guy, it increased by another 10%. Look at that. He gets 30% instead of 20%. So his defense becomes the highest. Look at that, 981 when he is at supercharge. So if you manually control him, cast the MP up skill, and get this bonus, really, really strong. So goes into the Vidar, this one, doesn't have the MP up 6, so you need to manually control him. Then comes this guy, a new pilot from the with from Mercury, and he is another pilot with this, enhanced person, MP up level 2. Look at that. And if I SP convert this guy, the MP up become much better. Okay, increase level by 1. So yeah, like you can already see, like he is very, very unique, compared to the other pilot. Okay. And then the MP up 1 is only owned by this guy. Now this guy also doesn't have it. Okay, doesn't have the MP up 6. Look at that. So yeah, he's not gonna cast this if you don't manually control him. So there is that. Yeah, that's the reason why I straight away SP converted Alan Ceres. Is on full front melee. Yes, full frontal is melee, but for a UR unit, your weapon uses all 3 stats. So if I go to the Sazabi in here, look at this. This weapon uses all 3 stats. So you will use your melee, doesn't matter. Okay, you don't really need a range or awaken or melee or blah blah blah, because your EX weapon always have all 3 stats. So that's why Shinasuka, the pilot for Destiny, that's why I recommended you guys to just take him, because you can just put him in every single unit. Okay, like look at this. This is my formations. Look at this. I changed my pilot for the Sazabi to Shin. I changed the pilot for my Barbatus Lupus Rex to Shin. I changed the pilot for my Striker Custom to Shin. I changed my pilot for Caliban to Shin. I changed my pilot for Destiny to Shin. I mean, like, he's actually the pilot for this. So yeah, I now have 5 teams. Look at that. Has good abilities. Another reason is, how can we make AI use lock on before attacking so it doesn't miss? That one I don't think the AI will use it. I don't think the AI will ever use lock on, because even when fighting against enemy AI, I've never seen a single one of them use lock on. Okay. I've seen them using sway, but I've never seen them using lock on. So yeah, you just need to manually use lock on then. Like, yeah, you cannot rely on using lock on when the enemy use sway. Maybe if the enemy use sway and not attacking, and then you move in their in range of them, and you attack them, maybe the AI will finally use lock on. But AI will never use sway if they don't attack anyone. So yeah, that situation might never ever happen. Okay. So yeah, look at that. Like if I use Shin to pilot the Sazabi, because Sazabi's EX weapon uses all stats, the range, melee, and awaken, then when my Shin goes into the Super Saiyan mode, his melee becomes 1000, and I will deal insane amount of damage on my Sazabi's EX weapon. Okay, so that's my aim. It's a guaranteed critical damage somewhere. Look at that, guaranteed critical, increase melee and reaction 50%. So insanely great for every single UR unit. That's why I recommend you guys to at least keep him in your inventory. If you have him, then just do something like this. In this team, I put him in this Lupus Rex because Shinasuka actually have Awaken as his highest stats. Okay, so because he is actually an Awakened pilot, this Lupus Rex, if you are not at MLB, if you are not at Supercharge, then you cannot use this weapon, okay, if you're not at Supercharge or Tension Max or greater. So he will always gonna use the Tail Blade, but the Tail Blade uses Awaken stats, okay. And the actual pilot for the Barbatus, which is the The Mikazuki has the worst awaken stats, 563. Okay, so it will definitely deal very low damage when using Mikazuki piloting the Lupus Rex if you are not at supercharge. So I give him Sin. While the Lupus doesn't use any awaken stats. Okay, the Lupus only use range melee, range and melee. Okay, and because the melee one deals the highest damage, he will definitely just only use melee stats. So it's better to just use Mikazuki on the Lupus. Okay, and give Shin Asuka on the Lupus Rex. So yeah, this is my Barbatos team. Then comes the Ace unit team. Okay, for this one, because I still want to give the MP6 to Domon, for the God Gundam, so that if I left to AI, he will go to supercharge from the very beginning of the battle. So I rather give Domon to the God Gundam instead of Shin, and I replace Ito Tsurugi to Shin, okay, to pilot the Striker custom for the damage. Instead of, having God piloted by Shin and Striker custom piloted by Ito, it's better to just put Domon on the God Gundam and Shin on the Striker custom. And this is my Ace unit team. Look at that, it's looking great. Okay. I will only use Sway if they get one hit by the main target, including support attack. In PvE, yes, maybe, but in PvP, I've seen a lot of times, because I use new Gundam, I use SSR units. So when the enemy find out you are using an SSR unit and you either attack them back, counter attack their attack, or you support counter them, then the AI will use Sway. It happens a lot in Master League. Like if you watch my previous Master League video, you will see that I hate Freedom Gundam the most. Because Freedom Gundam usually piloted by Kira Yamete, and Kira Yamete has Sway. Every time that Kira Yamete attack my new Gundam, he will always use Sway. What the fuck? Hey, hi Recline, welcome to the stream. Hey, so this is my Ace unit team. Then goes to the one-shot killer team. Look at that. So in the one-shot killer team, again, Shin Asuka piloting the unit with the highest damage. And then after that, I have Gundam Swarzette. This one, I plan to, SSP convert this guy. Actually, if I do have an extra material, so this guy is actually quite okay. Like 13,400 attack without any modification. And then SSP converted, he has a 5 range weapon with awaken stats. So I can use Suleta attacker to pilot this guy with the high awaken stats. And if I go to PvE, I can use a melee pilot to use the Beamblade SSP, which is the Miorine. So I can put Mio to deal the melee damage, or you can use Chuchu. But I prefer to use Mio because Mio has an attack burst AoE buff. So this is the Swarzette. So if I want to use his melee damage, then I just put Mio on this one, and I use the Suleta attacker on the aerial here. Okay, so because the aerial use EX weapon, doesn't matter if I use awaken stats or range stats or melee stats, I can just put anything on him. This is also the reason why I used Miorine on the aerial. Okay, because Miorine's aerial melee stats can be used on the aerial, but cannot be used on the Beguire. Okay, so I use an actual range pilot for the Beguire, so which is the support Suleta. Freedom is real menace. Yeah. Hi Vivi, the Echo is here. Hi my hero, the Echo is here. So yeah, this is my go-to team for the one-shot killer. They all can be used in atmospheric, so this is nice. Okay, so I have a one-shot killer team for an atmospheric battle, and also because I need 2 teams for atmospheric battle, I also make another Ace unit team for atmospheric battle. Look at this. This is my another atmospheric battle using the Freedom Gundam, the Force Impulse, And then the Destiny, so we have two Shinasuka in here. And then the Kirayamete with Strike Freedom. I got really lucky. I managed to get Strike Freedom on my last pull. So yeah. And then the Astronaut Origin. I don't know, maybe I can get a better unit for durability in here. Who knows? Let me see. For a one-shot, no, Ace unit, thanks. Ace unit. Can I find a better unit than this one? Because he is one of the very best SSR unit, you know. I can also actually, another sword, which is atmospheric capable. Okay. Tada! So we have Gundam G Quarks. If I want to use a double support defense, we also have C Gundam. Too bad I don't have lane aim. If I do have lane aim, then maybe I rather use the C Gundam. C Gundam can be used in atmospheric, correct? Yeah. Because this has a built-in preemptive strike. Burning Gundam is triangle. If I SSP convert this guy, then he becomes circle. So yeah, only when I SSP convert this guy, then he can be used here. But then again, you don't have a durability pilot, like a good durability pilot from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. You do have George, you do have Chibody, but compared to this woman here, like this woman has a support defense on counter, you know. And also the Gundam G Quarks has been a really good SSR unit for durability for a tank. So the Char G Quarks also is quite an okay pilot. You know, the unit is the one that is really great. And then after that, yeah, actually, if you do SSP convert the God Gundam, if you do want to use Chibody and George, even though the pilot is not as good, but the unit is so good that it doesn't really matter, you know. The good part about Chibody and George is that Chibody has a single support defense while George has double support defense. Or maybe or vice versa. Let me see. Where is Chibody? Yes. Chibody has support defense +1. Oh yeah. Chibody has the double support defense while George has a stronger support defense with a reduced damage taken 10%. Yes. So yeah, this one is the one with single support defense. This one has a double support defense. So you have options, you know, when you want to use the God Gundam to actually support defense. Yeah. So there is that. WFM exclusive squad for one shot. Yes. You see, my one-shot killer team are all wits from Mercury because they are just that great, you know. Like most of them can be used in atmospheric, so really good series, you know. Like most units in the Seed series can be used in atmospheric. Most units in the Wits from Mercury also can be used in atmospheric, and most of them are also one-shot killer. So I can also make a one-shot killer Seed team. So let me try. Let's reset this. We're gonna go with a Seed series. This is a one-shot killer. One-shot killer. Yeah, atmospheric capable. So I can just use this, and then this, and where else from the Seed series? Oh yeah, the Seed is actually lacking a debuffer. Yeah, the Seed series doesn't have a good debuffer. So you still gonna need to rely on the aerial to give you a defense down debuff. The freedom gonna be for the beam damage taken up. So the strike freedom uses beam special, and then your freedom also beam special. And we are just lacking the tank. Just this one. Just this guy. Yeah. So this is your one-shot killer Seed team. Not as good as the Witch from Mercury. Also, maybe like the Justice Gundam should be here. Can the Justice Gundam be deployed on atmospheric? I don't know. Like if the Justice can fly, then yeah, the Justice Gundam should be here. Okay. Yeah, the only thing that the Seed is lacking is a defense down debuffer. Astaroth SSP not good. Astaroth Rhinoceros, it depends. It can actually be good, but if I were you, you know, if we are talking about the Astaroth, I rather use this one. If you do have the Astaroth pilot, I rather use this one. Okay. Instead of using this Astaroth. So when SSP converted, the Astaroth has 6060 weapon power, range 1 to 3. The closer you are to the enemy, greater weapon power increases with melee stats. Can deal quite nice damage, but the advantage of the Astaroth is actually because the pilot has a force chance step. You know, where is it? Where is the guy? This one, yeah. So this guy has a force chance step, so really great. You know, when you want to pilot the Astaroth in here. But I rather use this guy piloting this guy. Okay, so I don't really want to SSP convert this guy because this guy will definitely deal more damage with this one. Okay, like let me show max upgrade. Yeah, 6600 weapon power at range 1 to 4. You know, so and this guy, the thing is that no, I cannot see the stats in here. Like oh yeah, not on this one. Like the pilot, the Argy Mirage UR. Where is it? This one is an insanely good pilot, you know. So this guy, if given the Astaroth, he has this one. When you are support attacking, increase attack by 20%. Neuralink system, which is only the Astaroth, you get a critical rate by 20%. And then Iron-Blooded Orphan's Gecko, again the Astaroth is here, you get double support attack. And then when piloting a mercenary unit, which is also the Astaroth, you get another 10% attack and also increase damage dealt to the enemy by 15%. And increase your melee by 5%. So in terms of a support pilot, this guy can deal super serious damage. You know, so you know, I rather have him piloting the actual Astaroth UR, you know, this one, compared to try to SSP convert this guy. Okay, although it can happen. Like if this is one of your favorite unit, You know, you can use Argy Miras to pilot this guy also, but I think I rather have that one, you know, the support unit. It's like kind of a waste, you know, like you can do support attack, but you need to be in melee range. Like it's very niche. Like you need to bring him. If you do want to use him, there's a way. Like you go to PvE stage, use him, move to the enemy, attack them once, and survive that. And whenever your allies attack that same target, he will be able to attack again because Argy has double support attack. So he can attack 3 times with that insane attack damage bonus from the pilot itself, using this kind of weapon. Yeah. You can actually deal insane amount of damage with this guy SSP converted. Okay. So it's an option, but because this is an IBO series, you know, your rival, your comparison is the Barbatos. Okay. In any case, I rather SSP convert Lupus Rex piloted by Mikazuki, and he will deal far higher damage than trying to do something like this. Although you can just bring them both. Yeah, you can actually bring them both. It can actually work. Let me see. Generator Piloting God. Why? This is definitely can fight. Oh yeah, then that's nice. Yeah, maybe I can change this. Let me see. Can I change this with the Astaroth? Ta-da! Yeah, I can definitely actually use this. Can I? Is this Alaya Vinaya? No, right? Why is he getting a boost? Oh yeah. He is a mobile Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan. Yeah. So, yeah, the reason why I cannot bring him in this team is because he is a mobile suit Iron-Blooded Orphan, but he is not Alaya Vinaya system. So he will get the 20% increase all stats instead of 30%. So that's why cannot really bring him here together with the Barbatos. You definitely need to build a special team for him. Like maybe build him in a unstoppable team. Yeah, if you do want to make an unstoppable team, then yeah, you can build a weaker version of the Barbatos team. Like this is unstoppable and specialized unit team. Yeah, unstoppable or specialized unit. If you do want to use the supporter. So this is the lesser version of the Barbatos team. Pros and cons though, pros and cons. So you can do that. Maybe let me try building an unstoppable team then. Yeah. Let's go on this one. Let me see. Ta-da. Let's try building an unstoppable team with our Astaroth as the main character. Okay. So we're gonna go with unstoppable. Do I have? Do I have a debuffer? Let me see. Oh, I don't need to sort by atmospheric. Let's go with rarity. Okay. So debuffer unstoppable. Okay, level 6 debuff. Okay, definitely the unicorn. This is level 7 defense down, and then after that, yeah, we already don't have any other debuffer. A physical damage taken up, either the Renacimento or Broken Barbatos. Okay, if I use this Broken Barbatos, then I can use Argy pilot to pilot this one. Renacimento. Yes. Then after that, if only I have a special weapon damage gonna debuffer. Or maybe I can also use the Phoenix Gundam. Yeah, that is great. Like this is definitely a physical damage dealer, right? So another physical damage taken. another physical damage dealer. We also have the Burning Gundam actually. If you do SSP convert this guy, this is going to be insanely strong. This one also is a melee. You can use Gundam Stray Gold Frame in this team. Hey, there is also Michaelis. And Michaelis has different debuff. Beam weapons, special weapons. Okay, not really the debuff I'm looking for. So if I want to settle with Astaroth, then I need to have a physical damage taken up. That means that I cannot really bring Bjarlan because he deals beam damage. So I need to settle with another physical damage dealer. Or maybe use 2 tanks. Yeah. I think the Sharsaku is a physical damage dealer. Yeah, physical special. We are lacking a special damage taken up debuffer. This is why only one-shot killer and Psychomo or new type machine can have a level 6 special damage taken up debuffer. We do have Urube right now, but I forgot what tech is Urube. Specialized unit, I think. So yeah, the last one should be tank. I'm gonna just use full armored unicorn there. And ta-da! It should be alright. So the pilot, definitely Banana there. And then Deira in here, although... Yeah, and then Argy in here. And then after that, this one is an orb. I can actually now use this guy. Hey. Although, let me see his melee. Oh, it sucks. No. Don't. We don't have a good orb melee pilot. So let's just use the Omon on this one. This one, this team will never really beat the Barbatos team, you know. Like, this is kind of like a team where everything is all over the place. And this is Ride. Ta-da! So yeah, this is my unstoppable team. If I do want to make use of SSP converted Astaroth. But then again, I can always don't SSP convert this guy and just use this guy. Ta-da! Then the main damage dealer gonna be the Astray Gold Frame Amatsu. Yeah. Seed has Super Hyperion for tank, but you can use Freedom Meteor for defense down debuffer. It's not level 6, but it's okay. Also hi William. Yeah, but I don't really like using a level 5 debuff, because if you can build a team with a level 6 debuff, why do you have to settle with a level 5 debuff? You know, this is why, you know, when you're building a team, the main thing to consider is first is the supporter and then the debuff. Always, like if you see how I built a team just now, you know, the first thing that I was looking for is the debuff. You know, defense down, and then physical damage taken up, beam damage taken up, blah 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 blah, special weapon damage taken up, and from the UR list. Okay, I'm not gonna go down to the SSR. So if the UR doesn't have it, then I don't have perfect debuff on this team. Okay. So this one has been the best. Ta-da! Yeah, always the Psychomo. Not really a Psychomo though. This is the new type machine. Okay, beam damage taken up, defense down, special weapon damage taken up, all here. The one-shot killer also currently have that, you know, with the. If I do make a one-shot killer team, let me remove this. Okay, we have the Freedom. Freedom replacing DO. Defense down is Ariel. Where is Ariel? Yes, this one replacing the Lacine. And then after that, the new Gundam is supposed to be replaced by the Psychozaku, but I don't have the Psychozaku in here. Let's just put a pseudo Psychozaku in here. Ta-da. So imagine that you are Saikozaku, okay? And then after that, the attacker will be this one. Ta-da. And after that, the tank. Ta-da. Or the justice. Okay. Or the unicorn. Or whatever, you know. Any durability pilot, any durability unit can just be put in here. So this is the seed version of the one-shot killer of my new type machine. So back then I think I've been using my new type machine team ever since I got the Psychomus ship. So I've been using that team since Master League 2, Season 2, or maybe Season 1, I forgot. So that's what I use. And my brother has been using this one, except for the Saikozaku, because back then Saikozaku was not out yet. So he has been using something else in here. I forgot what he used, but he used something else. So he is actually lacking a special damage taken up debuffer, but he used the freedom, the aerial, the strike freedom, and then the justice. Basically the same thing like this thing that I used. Back then I used a Psycho Gundam in here, you know, and attacker, I think it was already Sasabi, I forgot. Sasabi at 0 limit break, I think. So that has been my strongest team ever since Master League Season 1. So that is that. So I usually just use this team, perfect debuffer. And the only thing missing in here is just the physical damage taken up debuffer, because my Sasabi doesn't use physical damage. So that's why in this team I only have one debuffer, because that's the only thing that I miss. Okay, and also the Barbatos team doesn't have a good debuffer, you know. So it's perfect, you know, pairing the Atra Barbatos team together with the new type machine gives me everything that I need. And also I can just replace the support unit with more durability units, okay? This will be the one tanking and protecting my new type machine, you know? Like if they can happen to cross with each other, then I have 3 tanks to protect all these units, okay? And then the 2 Barbatos, these are the 2 strongest SSR damage dealer. Except for the S Gundam, you know, S Gundam stands in between these guys, but you get the idea, okay? This is why I also went all out on the Barbatos banner and tried my best to get Atra, and I actually got Atra, you know, back then. And I'm lucky to get the Ace unit team. This is a totally different one, because the Ace unit team, when Otto came out, has a totally different approach into battling, because their approach is more straightforward, you know. Basically it revolves around the God Gundam. If you go into the Ace unit, if you don't have God Gundam, you also have Destiny, you also have the Strike Freedom, you know, and you also have the Biarlan custom, you know, the Ace unit. They have really good attacker, and most of them can be used in atmospheric, so that's great for the Ace unit team. Okay. So let me filter by type. This is Ace. Okay. Ace unit. Ta-da. So yeah, option wise, they are nice. They are quite nice. Okay, especially because of the unicorn together with the God Gundam. You know, Ace unit team, Ace unit tech has become the strongest tech in this game just because of the God Gundam. You know, this guy still in terms of damage dealing unit, like he deals the most damage. You know, so yeah. Also high. Yeah, I know, but saying Sid doesn't have a defense debuff isn't really true. No, I only count level 6 debuff and above. You know, I never count a level 5 debuff. Might as well doesn't exist. Like maybe you're late, like, you know, half an hour, because before I talk about all these, you know, I mentioned when you want to build a team, like here, you know, like when the team is empty, like here, you know. How I decide on how to make a team, like for example, I go with Neo. Okay, no, not Neo. Let's go with Tough as Nails. Okay, when I go with Tough as Nails here, the way I decide to build a team is to go through the UR units first. Okay, Drang, and also the ultimate units. So UR and ultimate. Okay, tada. So these are my debuffer option. Okay, if I don't have a complete list of debuffer, might as well don't build a Tough as Nails team. But that's basically me, you know. Like if you don't have many options, then you don't have any other options. You know, you need to settle down with a level 5 debuffer or an SSR units. But if you already play quite a while, you have a lot of options. You know, like you have a lot of supporters to choose from. Don't settle down with something that you don't have a complete list of units to choose from. Okay, like for example, I have Marina at 2 stars. I mean, like at 1 star. You know, so I still don't build an unstoppable team with her because I don't have a full debuffer. Yeah. So going back to how to build a team here, you know, going into the Tough as Nails, this one. And then Bats form. Like look at this. We have special weapon damage taken up debuffer. We have physical damage taken up debuffer. We have beam damage taken up debuffer. We have defense down. All at level 6. So this is perfect, you know. Now I gotta have to just choose my attacker. Okay. So if I choose my attacker to be a physical special like the Sharzaku, then I don't need the beam debuffer. Okay. And I will use the Sharzaku. Tada! Perfect. Okay, and then if I use, oh no, this is a Tough as Nails. Okay, I need to filter by Tough as Nails. Sharzaku wasn't a Tough as Nails just now. Okay. So yeah, going into the Tough as Nails. Look at this. My choice in attacker. I have the Lupus. I have the Penelope, and then I have the Dark Gundam. Like I'm choosing all the highest damage dealer in this list. The Strike Freedom Meteor, then the Infinite Justice, the Gundam Astaroth. And yeah, those are my options. Okay, if I go for the UR ones, I have the Destiny, I have the Barbatos. So if I use the Barbatos, then I use the physical damage taken up debuffer. If I use the Destiny, because this is a beam, not this one, this is a beam special, so that means that I don't need to use the Broken Barbatos. I use the wait, why is the Beguiler is not here just now? Let's just go see. Yeah, look at this. Ta-da! Wait, why is my options there? I thought I chose Tough as Nails with UR and Ultimate. The fuck? Why did they show up just now? Wait, UR, Ultimate, Tough as Nails, right? Yeah. Why is it only this guy who showed up? Wait, something is definitely wrong in here. What the hell? Oh, this is the unit with all these tag. Let me see. Yeah, so my ultimate options for Tough as Nails is only this guy then. So I don't really have an option. Okay. So yeah, my debuffer is just this. I have beam damage taken up. That's it. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I don't have enough debuffer, then might as well don't build a Tough as Nails team. Okay. I'd rather just settle down with one-shot killer and then the ace unit and then the other ones, blah 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 blah. But you know, you get the idea, okay? How I built my team, okay? I know what you're saying. Yeah. So that's how I basically built my team. Okay. Like this one, the Ace unit, even though it revolves around the God Gundam, I also have Striker Custom at 2 stars. But the thing is that there is no special weapon damage taken up debuffer who is an Ace unit. Yeah. Yeah, let me go into unit list in the Sausages website. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Ace unit tag, and then we're gonna take a look. Do we have a special weapon damage taken up debuffer? No. Yeah, we don't have. This is why, like I'm only counting the UR. Like I believe there's someone among this list who is a special weapon damage taken up debuffer, but only at level 5. So no matter how strong my God Gundam is, because I don't have that special weapon damage taken up debuffer, my new type machine will definitely deal higher damage. My Sazabi on the new type machine deal higher damage than the God Gundam on the Ace unit team, because that one level 6 debuff increased my damage by 35%. Okay, the debuff increase your damage by 35%. That is huge. Okay, like for example, look at this. This is Freedom Gundam. So your debuff increase your damage by 35%. Okay, so losing just one debuff is huge. Okay. Yeah. So that's why the only ever good team that you can build needs to have this. This is the rarest debuff that you need to look out for. Where is it? Increase special damage. Yes. Tada! Only 4 units ever have a level 6 special damage taken up debuff. Like, if you do settle down with a level 5, then you only get 30% damage. Okay, 5% is huge because you deal damage in hundreds and thousands numbers. Okay, so 5% of that is 5,000. Yeah, and it's gonna get higher than that if you can deal more damage. Okay, so the 5% makes a lot of difference. Okay. The Freedom Meteor. Yeah, the Freedom Meteor. Wait, Freedom Meteor has special weapon damage taken up debuff. Let me see. This is the level 5. Nope. He doesn't even have a level 5 special weapons damage taken up debuff. So, yeah. If you need to settle with a level 5, then these are your options. Okay. So they are great if you don't have the UR version, like, you only like 5% damage. Okay. So that's why settle down with a level 4 debuff only gives you 25% increased damage. So there is 10% difference. If you deal 100,000 damage to your enemy, there is 10,000 damage difference. Okay, that can be the difference between you one-shotting your enemy and not. Okay, so even in this list, none of them is Ace unit, I think. Yeah, none of them is Ace unit, I think. I don't know which one is Ace unit, but I don't think any of them is Ace unit. So Ace unit really is lacking in terms of special weapon damage taken up debuff. That's his only weakness, I guess. Yeah. But because in PvP, you don't really need to have full debuff to kill your enemy, God Gundam eventually just single-handedly carry your team in PvP. So That's the biggest advantage of the Ace unit team. So yeah, really important to have these 4 units. And the Psycho Zaku is a one-shot killer. New Gundam is Psychomu and New Type Machine. Beta Azieru something. So this one-shot killer, specialized unit, rival, Mono Eye. So you can have him on this team, okay? Mono Eye team, rival, specialized unit, and one-shot killer. And then the new Gundam can be used in Psychomu, Lightning Fast, and New Type Machine, okay? And the Beta Zero can be used in Mono Eye, Psychomu, Neo Zeon, Large Machine, one-shot killer, okay? Some of them overlap with the other 2, okay? So that's why the Beta Zero is not a really good ultimate unit to be upgraded, okay? So there is that. And then the Urube is a specialized unit and one-shot killer. Okay. This one is also a specialized unit. So this is why the Psycho Zaku becomes the most important unit in this game. Like, that's why in the previous banner, the one that we can choose which unit we want to keep with the free 8 pools, that one, everybody should aim for Psycho Zaku. I was recommending Psycho Zaku so much to everyone that if they happen to get Psycho Zaku as their options, then keep him. Like this is insanely useful, insanely strong. Especially you also come with a really strong pilot, Daryl, you know. So yeah, this guy is really important. I'm lucky to also get New Gundam. Like even until now, I never ever get another copy of New Gundam. He is still at limit break 0, even though you can pull him in every single banner. But I've never got him anymore. I wish I can MLB this guy because of how many times I bring this guy in every single stages. You know, all of my other units can change. All of my other debuffer can change, but he ended up becoming my most useful debuffer because he is EFSF. I have a ton of pilots who can pilot him, you know. I can replace DO, I can replace Lucine because their pilot is only Sirocco and Asuna. But for this guy, I can use Amuro Attacker, I can use Amuro Support, I can use Amuro Defender. You know, he has a lot of options. I can use him to tank, I can use him to deal damage, I can use him to support counter. You know. So yeah, this is the most important debuff for you to think about when you're building a team. So going back into the game, yeah. So yeah, that is that. This is my go-to team. So going back into the character, let me see. I have Chima and Elan now, SP converted. Do I need to SP convert anyone? Like right now, I don't really need to SP convert anyone, so I'm just gonna save the material. Although my candidate for SP conversion pilot is this guy. Why? Because of this Mono Eye. Yeah, this is one of the rare affinity tag that, you know, can cross border across different series. So every single Mono Eye unit can be piloted and get a bonus from this guy, and this is a melee pilot. So all the units that actually doesn't really have a pilot can finally have their pilot. Like look at this guy, you know, the Overown has been a really good Psychomu melee beam damage dealer, but because we don't have a melee AU pilot, so I never actually, you know, unleash his full strength. And also his weapon requires a critical chance, you know, critical boost because this deals critical damage by 20%. When you SSP convert this guy, this is also critical damage but using range. But this one still gonna be your go-to weapon, I guess. I don't know. You can finally use a ranged pilot, meaning that you can finally use Asuna on this guy. But if you don't SSP convert this guy, then this is the melee pilot. Okay. Then also the Goofy Gianta, who else is melee? The Comfort. Comfort is also one of the highest damage dealer if you have him at low HP. So yeah, the Mono Eye. Although because I don't use them right now, so I don't SP convert this guy. And then after that, Siko maybe? Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Siko. Melee 801, EFSF pilot. And she is a very rare pilot who gets a mobility increase instead of damage taken reduction. Okay. So usually the affinity tag gives you increased damage dealt and reduced damage taken by 10%, but this one has mobility instead. So you can actually use her in PvP and make your attacker melee unit moves faster. Okay, so there is a very unique pilot. And then after that, Angelo also comes into my go-to pilot for SSP conversion. I mean SP conversion, because he has 793 range stats, almost at 100. And in Neo Zeon pilot, it's very rare to get a ranged Neo Zeon pilot. You know, because most of the Neo Zeon pilots are awakened. The Sharas Nabel, Haman Karn, you know, they are all awakened pilots. So if you do want to use a ranged Neo Zeon pilot, then your best option is this guy, Angelo Soper. Then after that, who else that I'm probably gonna SP convert? This guy, Andrew. Like, he is the only orb durability pilot. So if you do use the gold frame Amaterasu, then he is your pilot, you know, orb, and can execute support defense on counter. So yeah, if you do use Amaterasu, then SP convert this guy. And then Algimiras also. This one is the only pilot who has force chance step, but because I don't use Astaroth, then yeah, no point in SP converting that guy. I am actually thinking about Nordia, you know, because in Witch from Mercury series, Suleta durability only has a single support defense because she has a support defense on counter. So if I do want to have double support defense, she is the only pilot in Witch from Mercury who has double support defense. You know, so I have no other choice. You know, if I want to use her, if I want to use a double support defense. But then again, like, I can just use any other support defense, double support defense pilot. Like I can use Jonah to just pilot the aerial rebuild. So yeah, not really important to SP convert her. Then who else? Yeah, in my list of pilots, the rest doesn't really worth SP converting. You really have a good mono eye melee unit. Hey, who says? We do have the Goof. This guy. Ta-da! Although it's really hard to use the Goof and the Comfort, because if you want to deal maximum damage using them, you need to have low HP. Like look at this. When HP is 25% or below, increase attack by 20%. The hell? Get attack by 10%. When supercharged, increase all movement by 1. This is actually quite an okay unit, you know. As a speed conversion, he has this weapon, 6120. The lower your remaining HP is. But yeah, it's really hard to use him, okay? You need to be at 1 HP to really be able to use him. Okay? But it just shows that, you know, all these units that doesn't really have a pilot can, you know, finally have a pilot. Although for the Gundam and the Comfort, you can just use Dozel Sabi. You don't really need this guy, you know. It's just for other unit, like I shown you just now, the overall. I think Overon is the only one that you can pilot using this guy. The rest you can just use Dozel Zabi. Yeah, that's actually true. You just ignore this guy then. Just ignore this guy. It's that guy is only for me, okay? Because I kept thinking about the Overon, you know. Overon is one of an okay damage dealer from the Psychomus. Because usually Psychomus doesn't deal in melee damage. So that becomes your go-to unit if you do want to deal melee damage using Psychomus. So let's go into SP conversion. Should I? Like my candidate for SP conversion is another Big Zam. I want to have two units of each large machine. Like I want to have 2 Big Zam. I want to have 2 Neo Zeong. I want to have 2 Strike Free the Meteor SP converted. So that in any situation, if I do want to deal map weapon damage, I have 2 of them. Yeah, Big Zam for the 360 AoE map weapon, and then the Strike Free the Meteor for the cone shape, cone shape map weapon damage, and then the Neo Zeong is for a straight line map weapon damage. So depending on the situation, I can just use, depending on the enemy's position, I can just use different shape of map weapon. Hey. Yeah, imagine that. And then who else? Yeah, I have the 360 large machine. I have the straight line map weapon, and then after that I have the cone map weapon. I'm probably gonna start SP converting them once I have the Strike Free the Meteor to MLB, because I'm still building him. So that is that. And then maybe a funnel map weapon later on. Yeah, who knows? We will see. And then after that, the Blue Destiny 2. This is one of the rare unit that is a Xeon, but he has a weapon that uses range stats and has 5,880 weapon power. It's almost 6,000. So what I'm thinking about this guy is that I want to use Mikhail to ride on this guy, because except for the first weapon, all of his other weapons are ranged, and especially the XM system, like Mikhail can go to supercharge from the very beginning of the battle, so I can just use this guy, use XM system, and be the SSR alternative for Mikhail to pilot on when I'm not riding the Comfort, okay? Or not riding the Big Zam. But most of the time I rather have Mikhail riding on the Big Zam. So yeah, this is only my option if I do want him to deal damage to a boss. Then comes this guy. I actually want to SP convert this guy. This guy has been great. No, EFSF one-shot killer, test type, protect. Yeah, it's a one-shot killer. Right. Also this guy. Can I filter with durability? Okay, so among the one-shot killer durability unit, my option, I have the yellow Zeta, then the Ariel, and then this guy, Grace Ein, and then the Unicorn, and then this guy. Yes. So if I ever need 2 tanks from here, from the one-shot killer, my go-to options will be the Unicorn and this, Destiny 3. This one gonna be piloted by Ride, this one gonna be piloted by Yona. And if I need support defense on counter, I can use Suleta on the Ariel. And if I need one single huge support defense, then I can use Judao on this Zeta. Okay, that's my aim. So I do want to SP convert all these units, actually. Yeah, this guy, and this guy. Because for this one, we don't really. I need to SP convert a Gjallarhorn pilot if I do want this. So it's not gonna be better than an actual UR pilot piloting these options, So yeah. Although the Ariel, I'll probably not gonna SP convert this one because I already have this Ariel rebuild at 1 star. It's already as strong as this unit at maximum limit break. So okay, just settle down on this one. And then Hyperion, I need AOL Nider to pilot this guy. So either this guy piloted by Judao or this guy piloted by AOL Nider. But then again, AOL Nider need to be at supercharge to be able to make use of his awaken. No, not awaken. Like his second ability. So yeah, this can be a really good option. Yeah, Judao can ride on this one. AU, one-shot killer, Ace unit, and also use him in Ace unit, piloted by Judao. So yeah, let's see if I have him at MLB. And this one also. Let's just SP convert this guy. But I have 1300. Look at that. I can just trigger happy on which one do I want to SP convert. Let me go with the Judao option first. Okay, the yellow Zeta. Not yet MLB. Too bad. Yeah, too bad. Let me check the Musa Gundam first. Just now I got new Musa Gundam. Should I just merge this guy? Yeah, I think so. Let's merge that guy to one of my Musa Gundam. This guy, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like how Witch from Mercury debuffer is all defense down. That's why you need the Beguire Pente, The Beguire is a really good debuffer. Like that's why I want to ultimate to upgrade this guy, because he becomes your core debuffer in Witch from Mercury. You know, check Goof Ignited is a custom. Oh yeah, I think I saw him. This one. Ta-da. Yeah, I saw him, but not really that great, you know. While other unit at SSP conversion has 6,000 and above weapon power, this guy only has 5,880, range only 122, closer you are to the enemy, weapon, greater weapon power increase. So, not gonna deal as high damage as other attacker if you do want to SSP convert them, okay? So even though he has attack 10% and critical damage increase in his abilities, but other units are better than this guy, especially the one that has attack increased by 15% or maybe 20% or 25% in here, you know, it's so much better than this guy. So not really a good unit to SP convert, unless he is your favorite, then it's up to you. So then, yeah, this guy is the key to your Witch from Mercury teams. That's why in my Witch from Mercury teams also it's there. So I have defense down, I have beam damage taken up. So enough, you know. We don't have the special damage taken up debuffer, but that's because I don't have the Psycho Zaku. Okay, if I have the Psycho Zaku, then I will change the Swarzet with the Psycho Zaku, and that's it. Yeah. Change this into Psycho Zaku. And either use Mirorine or Suleta on the aerial. And that's it. This is gonna be my one-shot killer team. Oh ho ho. Yeah, perfect debuff. Psycho Zaku. That's the only thing I'm missing. That's why I also haven't SP convert my Squarzet. Because if I get a Psycho Zaku, then he will definitely be replaced. How good is Rhino Yakatsuki as SSP defender? He is already good enough at SP defender. You don't need to SSP him. You know, the Shiranui Akatsuki. This guy. Tada. So, look at this. The very first thing that you need to check when you are trying to SSP convert a durability unit is to go to the abilities and just do this. Does any of this change? No. So he doesn't get any survivability increase except with higher HP and higher defense. That's it. So you don't need to SSP convert this guy because the weapon will not be used. You know, when you are support defending, you don't attack. So it doesn't matter what weapon you have. You know, you will never ever use them when you are doing a support defense. So, yeah. You don't really need to SSP convert this guy. Just SSP convert this guy if you do want him. You know. But then again, this is an ARP unit. So if you do want to get the affinity tech bonus, you only have Andrew for your pilot. So Andrew only has support defense on counter. So again, yeah, you don't really have an option with this guy. Is the 1.5 Gundam still worth using? Not really, actually. Salah. Map weapon doesn't matter, it's a straight line. Most of the time, this kind of straight line will just hinder you, you know. When you can actually kill your enemy, you instead use the map weapon and doesn't even kill anyone. When only SP converted, you have attack down 30%. But then again, like I said, When you are doing support defending, you don't use your weapon. Okay, weapon doesn't matter. So his survivability becomes this one: maximum HP by 10%, and 5% start on every turn. When damage taken is 4,000 or less, there is no effect. But nobody deals 4,000 or less damage. Okay, so this is the same as nothing. So yeah, look at the stats. He has 127,000 HP and attack 8,000, defense 8,000, mobility 7,000. Some units out there have higher stats than this guy. Like imagine, remember that 127,000 and 8,000, okay, on defense. Oh, this one is a durability. I mean, defensive tank. This is the HP tank. Tada! Look at this. Yeah. Just now, the 1.5 Gundam has 8,000 attack, 8,900 defense, mobility 8,000 with 127,000 HP. This guy has higher HP and higher defense than 1.5 Gundam. So yeah, like his stat is below average. Look at this guy. This guy has higher defense at lower HP. Yeah, look at this. This guy even has 11,000 defense. Although I think that's because of the modification. And the modification is his speed. So he actually has 11,000 defense. Yeah, basically what I'm saying is there are a lot of better units than 1.5 Gundam. And some more, he is a celestial being, right? We don't really have a pilot for celestial being. You see. Doesn't even have a pilot tech. He doesn't even have a pilot tech. So you need a 00 pilot series to pilot him. Or his actual pilot, this woman here. Where is it? Tada! Yes, he's the only one who can pilot that guy. Tada! Yeah, a pilot who only has affinity tech with one unit. Not really worth doing anything. Let me just SP convert the S Gundam, you know. I do have this SSR. Oh yeah, I do want to shop in here. Let me go. G shop. I need to do this. 3,000 more, 2,300 to be exact. Let's dismantle. Let me go through all of my units now. I need to lock all of them. This one. Silver bullet already there. The Beast Gundam. Do I already have the one with? Yeah, I already have. Okay. Then coming here, down here. Yeah, I'm gonna dismantle automatically, but I want to make sure that I have every single unique unit in here. Before SSP conversion, I don't really care, but right now, because I need to be able to take a look at their SSP conversion changes, then I need a copy of every single unit. So I need to be careful not to delete them or dismantle them. This is the goof. Wait, I should have the goof upgraded, right? Yeah, they are all upgraded. Or not yet. Let's go. We need to have 1,500 unit storage. But it's just gonna make your game really lagging, you know? Like, don't keep too many units. I think one copy should be enough. Or like my brother, he MLB everything. So let's just collect the G-Shop points and buy ourselves SSR limit break material. And I think I'm gonna limit break the S Gundam. Yeah, let's do that. So for those of you who doesn't know yet, what I'm doing is that I'm upgrading the weapon level so that when I dismantle them, I get more G coins item. Okay, because all these weapons who are already upgraded, they gonna return to you as a G-Shop coin. I misclicked just now. Where is the goof? Goofu. Where is Goofu? It's gone. Where is my goof? Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, continue again. Why goof? You know, if you want to ask, like goof has a very unique weapon, which is a physical, not really unique, but it's a special melee. You know, physical melee, special melee. And the last one is physical range, which you rarely gonna use the materials for in other units. So you will definitely have the most material that you don't use, and because in this game you cannot sell your items, your material, then the only way to throw them away is to use them. So what are better ways to throw them away and convert them into something that are more valuable, which is the G coin. So by doing this, I actually converting my weapon upgrade material into G Shop coins. So Goof is the best option for all these materials that you will never ever use on other units. Okay, the other one is Brarello. The Brarello have the other weapons that Goof doesn't have, that you also never use on other units, which is like mostly Awaken, you know, because if you want to find an Awaken weapon, you need a unit that has a funnel most of the time. So that's the Goof. Going down, continuing, gun cannon. Yeah, this one. Okay, we already have a level 5, that one, MLB. So I'm gonna delete that. Tada! The J-Gun already upgraded. This is the same, right? Why is this one locked? No. This one is Lotto. Okay, that's all. Let's dismantle them. So choosing SRRN development units only and other, select all and that. Okay, dismantle, and we should have enough. Ta-da! Wait. Yes, there are no more units. So we have enough. Wait. There's new notice? Where? Where is the new information? Okay, let's go to the shop and buy this material. Ta-da! Yeah, if you just started playing the game, you can just skip this material in here because you don't have as many materials as me, or you know, as much capital that you can spend on getting this material. You better off just upgrade your units for now. Only when you're comfortable with dismantling your units, then only then you start grinding for the G-Shop coin. So let's go into here. I'm gonna upgrade this Gundam. Ta-da! Yeah, PV is rich. The hell. Okay, confirm. Tada. S Gundam. Okay, so I'm gonna SP convert this guy. I always want to SP convert this guy, you know, but didn't even get him before this. Finally, I have an S Gundam now. So this is double Z. Let's take from the Cubely. Tada! Look at that attack. The only thing missing is that I don't have Zero Armada. Yeah. To deal high damage on both allies and income. Okay, finally have an S Gundam. Tada! I can use him in other stages later. Okay, you can get 40k after selling 2k balls. You just take 1 million. Yeah, I rather use that 1 million to upgrade ultimate units. You can spend a lot more if you do what I did just now. You know, change your weapon material into G coins. That way you make less balls. You can also do the same thing with balls, you know, just that balls uses range beam material, which is the most useful one that you will use the most. So I recommend not to do that. Just build goof. So next, which one should we SP convert? This one. Yeah, let's just SSP convert this guy. Tada! Hey. Side story Blue Destiny. Ta-da! So we rarely have HP and defense modification at yellow color, the SSR version. Right now I only have the HP, and I give it to the Barbatus. Ta-da! Lightning fast. So the Blue Destiny is there. We definitely will be able to pair him up with all the other durability units. Okay. So next, the Gundam G Quarks. Should I? This is an ace unit. So if I go with an Ace unit team, I already have the Barbatos and I already have the RX-78. I don't really need to, you know, upgrade any other SSR units. So I can just refrain from upgrading this guy, you know. But the Blue Destiny in one-shot killer, we don't really have a good tank in here, you know, because their pilot only have a single support defense. So this is why I need the Unicorn and the Blue Destiny, because they can be piloted by EFSF pilot compared to these UR units. Okay, so EFSF really is the best tank. You know, you have a lot of really good pilot in EFSF tank, especially the tank. The tank pilots is the best on the EFSF tank. So you better off prepare 2 EFSF unit to be your tank. I'm not gonna SP convert this guy first because this one is not an MLB. This one I can replace him with the aerial rebuild. So yeah, that is that. And after that, who else? You see, GP01, same problem with the S Gundam. He actually performs exactly the same, fulfill the same role as the S Gundam, you know, GP01 FB. So only if you do want to bring both of them, or maybe you go with a different tank, you know, like this one is lightning fast, while the S Gundam is one-shot killer test type. Yeah. Who's next? I do want to SP convert the Big Sam and the Neo Zeong actually, but they are enough currently. Penelope is also a really good choice, but I don't have a tough as nails limited supporter. The Destiny Impulse. If you actually want to go to, I mean, you want to use Shin Asuka attacker to pilot a melee unit, he can actually pilot this guy, the Destiny Impulse, or probably just use him to pilot the S Gundam. Yeah, I can also just use Shin Asuka to pilot the S Gundam. Why do I need Zero? Just use the, just deal the highest damage possible with this Alice. You know, just imagine the S Gundam become a melee unit. You don't need the 5 range weapon. Just use him as a melee unit. Guaranteed critical some more. The Alice is a critical damage, right? Yeah, look at that. Critical damage by 20%. So with Shin Asuka, I have a guaranteed critical damage. So yeah, I can also use Shin Asuka to pilot the S Gundam. And who else? The Square Z. I'm still thinking about this guy. because eventually in a one-shot killer team, I'm gonna replace him with Psycho Zaku anyway. Yeah. Really, the one that is very much worth SP converting is just Tank. Literally, you know. Let me go scroll through all these lists first, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Yeah, I want to SP convert the Strike Freedom actually, but not yet MLB. So let's just wait. I think we really do need a limited supporter Lightning Fast. Yeah, maybe the next one gonna be Lightning Fast. Who knows? The next limited supporter's gonna be Lightning Fast. Calling it right now. What team are you planning on using next Master League? Oh, I already built a formation here. Ta-da! This is my next team for. This is my team for the next Master League. You see. Alternative series. This alternative series and Xeon, right? Xeon. Okay. So I'm planning to use a one-shot killer team. Who's the Tank? Geminas. Wow. Next league is one shot. No. Next league is alternative series and Xeon. But you don't really need to use supporter for Xeon, you know. Like, because it is alternative series, you can basically just use any series that is not UC series. So the supporter, you can just use your best supporter. So if you do have new type machine, build a new type machine with units that also is alternative series or Xeon. And then like what I'm doing in here, if you do want to make a one-shot killer team, then choose a unit that has one-shot killer tech and also is from alternative series, or maybe Xeon. So we just filter by one-shot killer then. It's much easier. Okay. Now from here, I'm just gonna choose which one that comes from alternative series. Let's find a tank. So this is not alternative series, this is UC series, right? Yeah, UC series. UC, alternative, UC, alternative, UC, alternative, Alternative Saikoro. So among these options, I can either use Geminas or the Gundam Ariel. Or just settle with Super Hyperion. Yeah, this is why I chose this team. Yeah. I want next league to be mass-produced techs. I think it maybe someday it can happen. Like the reason why they give you a Zeon tech right now for the next Master League is because they want to use the comfort. You know, as always, the Master League will make use all the UR units from the recent banner. So, like for example, if you finish Master League and then from that Master League until the next Master League, whatever comes out in the banner, they will make sure that you can use them in the next Master League. So because we have the Seed Destiny, we have the Witch from Mercury, and then after that we got Comfort. So they decided to which text that can include all of them. It is Alternative Series and Zeon. Okay, so their Zeon tech is just to make sure that Comfort from a UC series can be used, but not any other units, you know. So if you do get Comfort, if you manage to pull for Comfort, then you can use him in here. And luckily, my one-shot killer, I mean my Sazabi in here, is at MLB. So I use him even though he doesn't get boosted by the Master League boost. It just makes him move slower. I can still one-shot my enemy, and it's a good thing if I move slower, which means that I can let the enemy attack me first and I counter-attack them. So in any case, if I do want to have lower attack or lower wait, I actually don't have lower. Like if I want to have a faster mobility, then I'm gonna use the Caliban. Because the Caliban will get boosted by the next Master League boost, the Alternative Series. So he should have higher mobility than the Sazabi that I have. And also maybe attack. Yeah. So I want to see first later, okay, whether the Sazabi or the Caliban has better stats. Caliban get boosted by the Master League boost, while my Sazabi is already at maximum limit rate. Okay. So yeah, this is my team for the next Master League. So this is why I'm thinking of SP converting Noria because of this. But the thing is that Noria doesn't get reduced damage taken if I match the tag. It only gives me double support defense. So actually I could have just used this. He has higher defense than Noria. If I SP convert my Noria, how much defense will she get? Where's Noria? Oh, there she is. Okay. 753 defense, okay? 753 defense. 753 defense. If I change it to Ride, 753. She actually has higher defense than Ride. She has higher defense than my Yona. So is it really? Yeah, I guess it's worth it to SP convert Noria then. Because we will not get this affinity tag bonus. So whether I use Jonah or whether I use Noria, it doesn't matter. Yeah, see, 753. I will use UR Providence Gundam with lightning fast with Zeph units. Oh, nice. And don't forget to put Destiny there. Okay? Because Destiny is also a Zeph, I think. Was it? Let me check. Destiny should be Zeph, right? Yeah, Zeph. So you can use your Destiny as your damage dealer together with the Providence. So continuing again. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to show you guys the reason why durability units are the ones that is very much worth SP converting. Okay, let me show you. Here, when you SP convert a unit, that means that you want to use that unit to be a replacement of your limit break 0 UR units. Okay, I always mention that it's better to use SP converted SSR MLB units compared to a 0 limit break UR units. So the reason is because if you go into this effective HP ranking, go into UR at 0 limit break, and then sort them by effective HP. Look at that. All this SSR survives better than an actual UR unit when the UR unit is at 0 limit break. You see? Yeah. Gundam EX only started at the 3rd page, and only then you finally find a UR unit. So yeah, and it's really actually true, you know, like if you go to the game here. Yeah, let me close my brother's game. So if you go to here, let me show you guys. Not the Barbatos. Let's see the narrative Gundam. Okay. Oh no. Let's see the Banshee. Okay, look at the Banshee. Now, this Banshee is at 0 limit break. Okay, you all know this is a limited unit. So he has 102,000 HP with 8,500 defense. This is at 0 limit break with a modification. Look at this, rival defense by 12% increase. Okay, so 102,000 HP and 8,500 defense. And if you go to this one, full armor unicorn, look at this. This is 117,000 HP with 10,000 defense. So he is already far above in terms of stats compared to the Banshee. And because as a durability unit, you don't care about your weapon. You will not gonna hit your enemy anyway. You know, you just take the enemy's damage and that's it. Just be a punching bag. So you don't care about the weapons. The ability, it's already reflected in the HP and defense in here. So all this number, maximum HP by 10% is already here. Then the attack and defense, if you fight against Neo Zeon, this is not yet put there. And then mobility by 5% is already reflected in here. So yeah, basically when you choose a durability unit, you just need to care about your HP and defense, and that's it. Especially in Master League, because in Master League, this thing doesn't matter. When the enemy attacks with a beam range weapon, reduce damage taken by 10%. This is nullified if the enemy uses EX weapon. So the Shiranui Akatsuki having 50% beam or physical, I forgot, damage taken reduction doesn't work in Master League because all of your enemies gonna use EX weapon. Okay? So that's why for a durability unit, only HP and defense is important. You want them to be as high as possible. So SP converted MLB durability unit already has so much higher stats than an actual UR unit at zero limit break. So that's why in this website, you can see here, like there are a ton of other units stronger than your very first UR unit that you can find in this list. Like the other UR, this is an ultimate unit. So that's why the ultimate unit is already so much better to use if you upgrade them compared to the UR units. And look at this, at the very top of them is the Gundam G Quarks. And if you turn on the conditional passive, because for these ultimate units, the conditional passive is to counter their respective series tags. So if you find an enemy that has that tags, they become insanely strong against them. That's the conditional passive. But for other unit, Astronaut Origin is there, Full Armor Unicorn, C Gundam. If you do have lane aim, C Gundam is actually really good. Then Generation, Blazaku, Gundam Elfrid, Zeta Gundam. This is why I want to SP convert the Zeta Gundam, because I have Judao. This is one of the strongest tank unit if you fulfill the condition. Like this one. Vigor is max or higher, increase defense by another 7%. So yeah. This is really great, but I don't have him MLB yet, so still not gonna be able to use him anyway if I SP convert him, because he's not an MLB. So going down, you can see all these units are so much better than zero limit break UR units. Okay, so if I go to the weapon damage, it's a little bit different. Like if I go to damage dealt and I choose critical, supercharge, conditional passive, and compare it with a zero limit break UR unit, they still deal higher damage. Look at that. The very first one is Liu Bei, supercharge weapon effect, conditional passive, yeah. And also debuff, if I debuff my enemy, okay, physical beam special. Okay, the UR units will still be at the top because the UR units have double weapon attribute for their EX weapon. So if you give debuff to your enemy, they are the ones who get the most benefit, advantage. If you don't debuff your enemy, then it doesn't matter your weapon attribute who deals the highest damage. The UR are still some of them on top, and they mingle even on the very first page of this ranking. So it's different for durability units. That's why I SP converted all the durability units just now. Like The more options you have, the better it is, because it is better for you to just use SP converted SSR MLB units compared to zero limit break durability units. Okay, it all changes if you have them at one limit break. Ta-da! If I put at one limit break, then finally the Gundam EX is here. You can see him on the very first page. Like the boost from 1-star limit break increase your stats by 20%, so they can finally compete with the other unit. Okay, and look at this, Gundam Aerial Rebuild is at here in the band C. Like Gundam Aerial Rebuild is one of the a really good UR tank, because most of his abilities actually increase his defense. Look at this. Maximum HP 15% when HP is 50% or above, increase defense by 10% again, and then reduce damage taken from beam weapons by 30%. There is also a shield there. Okay, so this is a really strong tank. Okay, the RX-78 still at the top. So if my aerial, the normal aerial, look at this, Gundam aerial is here, my Gundam aerial rebuild is already at 1-star. So survivability wise, I should be better than SP converting this guy. Yep. Yeah, 1.5 Gundam is actually here, but you don't have a pilot. You don't have a good pilot for this guy. So yeah, too bad. I only think that why durability type is the most worth unit to SSP is because support defense is 100%, while attacks or support can be dodged. Oh yeah, that's also true. Yeah. And like I've shown you here, you know, like if you use SSP conversion on a durability unit, then they will surpass the UR units by a long shot. Okay, like they're gonna be so much tankier than even the UR units. But the thing again, you know, no matter how strong you are, you can only support defense twice in a single turn. So if in the very first turn you can already survive your support defense twice, like you get hit by the enemy twice and still survive, then no matter how much HP you have left, you cannot protect your allies anymore. So if you still have high HP, if you SSP convert your unit, then after taking those 2 hits and use up all of your support defense, you will live with a lot more HP compared to if you only SP convert your tank. That means that the enemy will still aim for your attacker or your support unit. So it's an advantage, you know, because you do want them to do that. No, actually no. Yeah, if you have another support defender, then yeah, you do want your enemy to still attack your attacker, but only if you still have another support defenders who hasn't support defense yet. But if you already run out of all of your support defense, sometimes I myself want the enemy to attack my tank. You see, like because my tank now have low HP if I don't SSP convert them after I receive 2 hits from the enemies. So that will take the hit away from my attacker and my support unit. In case, because I can no longer protect the attacker and the support unit, so I will sacrifice my durability units. So yeah, pros and cons like the SSP conversion. But that is also why my next go-to SSP conversion, you know, I haven't upgraded anyone yet aside from the new Gundam, because this is the new type machine, and as you can see, like my strongest team is a new type machine. So among the new type machine, I don't have that many options. You know, these are all the new type machines that I can use. Okay, so among this list, if I still want to go further with my new type machine team, then instead of SSP converting other units like the S Gundam, like the Barbatos, etc., I should go for, among these units that I want to SSP convert, is the Gaimalk, and then the DO. And based on what you said just now, you know, like the attacker and support can miss while the support defense is 100%. So yeah, it's true. Like I'm leaning more towards DO instead of the Gaimalk, because I already have New Gundam as a damage dealer. Okay, sometimes I don't bring the Gaimalk, sometimes I do, but for DO is a really good option for you know, a new type machine team, because I can use Paptimus Sirocco on this guy and actually deal quite some damage with the preemptive strike. And this is a takedown reduction at level 5, so he can also protect my allies. The only downside about this unit is that the range is only 3. So I need to make sure that the enemy is within my range for this preemptive strike, so that I can attack them when they try to attack my allies. Like, imagine, in the Master League, I'm gonna put this guy in position 1. When the enemy try to attack my position 5 or 4, then he will definitely be beside my DO here. So I can preemptive strike, attack him first, reduce his attack, and then when my support defender support defense my attacker, that is the bait, they will receive less damage, making them survive longer. So this is what I want to try in the Master League. But too bad the next Master League tag is Alternative Series and Xeon. So I cannot you know, do this in practice, you know. I cannot use him, because even though it will work, you know, the takedown debuff will still work, like the debuff will not get affected, but I won't deal as much damage as I hope for, you know, because my other aim is to use Paptimus Sirocco, because he is an offensive pilot, to use preemptive strike, because this weapon is 6120 power, you know. So I should at least deal some damage, even though with only 8000 attack in here. But that's why I want to cover off, you know, the weakness of using a support pilot on the durability pilot is the attack damage, but Paptimus Sirocco is an offensive pilot. Yeah, that one. So yeah, I want to try this, but I cannot. So that's why I mentioned the other day that I will only SSP upgrade another unit if I can SSP upgrade 2 of them, you know. So let me see on the menu here, SSP conversion material. Yeah, this one. I don't know why, like, am I missing something, guys? Are you guys also only has 160 SSP conversion material? Like, if I have another 40 in here, then I will definitely change the Lupus Rex into SSP and save the other 100 for when the next time I can finally use DO in Master League. Okay, so that's my next SSP conversion, DO, because my strongest team is new type machine. So I better just strengthen that team first before I go to another team. But I do need Lupus Rex, because this is my strongest damage dealer in PvE stage. SSR God Gundam plus support on next league. Yeah. My brother is going to test that. I'm not going to do that because I already have my brother to test that, and again, because the God Gundam is not my go-to unit, you know, to be SSP converting, because this is an Ace unit and unstoppable, and I don't really use Ace unit and unstoppable, you know. So Yeah, I've already shown you guys just now, right? The ace unit, I don't have a complete debuff on the ace unit, and also my God Gundam is at 0 limit break. So my ace unit is my third strongest team. Unstoppable, I do have Marina at 1 star, but I don't have a complete debuffer in here. I have physical damage taken up, physical damage taken up, physical damage taken up, and defense down. Yeah, defense down. Yeah, I can actually build an unstoppable team. But who is the attacker? That's a question. You know, my attacker either use Phoenix or Halfas or Astaroth. Or the Wing Gundam Endless Waltz. The Bjarlan. I can actually use Bjarlan. But then again, if I use Bjarlan, I need a beam damage taken up, not a physical damage taken up. So for physical, yeah, only Astaroth is physical. Then maybe the Bukyumaru, is this guy physical? I don't know, maybe spatial. Yeah, this is special. So only Astaroth? Really? Maybe Psycho Zaku. Do you use Bazooka? Beam Bazooka. It's beam. So yeah, we have so many physical damage taken up debuffer, but I don't have a physical damage dealer. That's why God Gundam is really important, you know. If you do want to build an ace unit team or unstoppable team. Yeah. So that's why I'm not gonna SSP convert the Burning Gundam. My brother gonna test it because he has every single unit at MLB. So yeah, let him build the unstoppable team or the ace unit team. Yes, it's from story event. I think they just give 60. Yeah, that's why. So that's my go-to SSP conversion list, you know. Now you know my reasoning, you know, when I SP convert someone, when I SSP convert someone. The most important one is mostly tank. Look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tank. 6 tank. Although the attacker is a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I have more attacker. And none of them are support. You already know the reason, right? I don't care about debuff level 5 or below. I only care about level 6 debuff. Maybe it's out of context, but is he your younger or older brother? He's my older brother. So, yeah. DO. Should I SP convert this guy first? I mean, like, this guy is not really useful on SP conversion, you know, because when SP convert, you only increase his stats, so he has high HP, yes, but the downside of DO is that he doesn't have shield defense mechanism, okay? So if he is not preemptive striking, if you only aim for him to support defense your allies, he is actually not that good because he doesn't have the 20% damage taken reduction from the shield defense mechanism. So that's why it's either don't do anything to him or straight away SSP this guy. there is no stopping on SP conversion for this guy. You see? Yeah. So there is that. If only I got me Minerva, then I will SP convert this guy. Yeah. The next SP conversion, I might just match it with the Eternal Road, you know, like, for example, like when I go to here, do I have my main damage dealer? Like for this example, I do have the Big Zam, so it's gonna be my main damage dealer, the Big Zam. So maybe I can SP convert one more Big Zam. Maybe. Then going into here, I actually do want to SP convert a Dark Gundam. This one. Yeah, I probably need to SP convert one Dark Gundam just to be able to deal damage in here using development units only. Yeah. Yeah, definitely SP convert one Dark Gundam. And then when I'm doing this one, I can use the Bjarlan. It's already SP converted. Then, yeah, I actually have a lot of unicorn units at SP conversion. So maybe this is gonna be an easier stage compared to the rest that I can do. Here also, I'm waiting for a Strike Freedom Meteor. I'm gonna SP convert Strike Freedom Meteor for this stage. Yeah. So yeah, they are all mostly map attacker. 2 Big Sam in here, 2 Neo Zeong in here, 2 Strike Freedom in here, maybe 2 Dark Gundam in here. Yeah, that's my go-to SP conversion. Or maybe just one each. One each first. Should be enough. Then we can try that Eternal Road stage. Does he have YouTube channel too? Yes, you can go to his YouTube channel. Ta-da. Let's go. Ta-da-da-da. You can just search this. Yeah, go search this name and you can watch his video. He actually just released a latest video, I think. Yeah, 2 days ago. Look at this. Yeah, he actually auto expert Eternal Road 17 and Eternal Road 18, so let's just watch together. And I do need to reduce his volume because he uses music. And the music in Gundam are all copyrighted. So he already has so much money, he doesn't care about copyright. Just skip all this. Okay, so this is his Witch from Mercury team. Look at that. Ta-da! Wait. Oh, he used this. Yeah. Wait, did he use... Oh no. I thought he used 2 Caliban. As I thought. Weka. I drag MLB my Strike Freedom Meteor with SSR gear because it has low drop rate for me. Why? You can just be patient, you know? Like there's no time limit playing this game. But it's up to you, you know, like if you you know, cannot wait to use him, then yeah, it's up to you. Like look at this, he just auto this battle. and he just brute forced the enemy tank. This is the things that you can do if you have every single unit at maximum limit break. You know, if the stage is too easy like this, then you don't even need to do anything, just kill all of them. I got 8 of them and was just sitting there like almost a year, so I just use it. The hell, how can you have 8 of them? Well, maybe if you spend some money in the shop, then yeah, I think they give you SSR limit break material. Yeah, so it's only surprising for me because I'm a free-to-play player, so I don't have that many SSR limit break material. So I need to choose wisely, you know. But that's what makes me able to analyze things, you know. That's what makes me able to theory craft my way so that I can play any games as efficient as possible, you know, without spending much, but receive the most in return. That's why if you saw my SSP conversion list video, like I listed the units who get the biggest upgrade when you SSP convert them, not the ones that is actually already at the top. Because when they are already at the top, SSP converting them only increase their damage by a little bit more. That's it. But if they are at the bottom and suddenly rose up to the top, somewhere around the top, then that actually makes your SSP conversion material really worth a lot more, you know. But that's just me. I do want to get the most out of my materials, and that's my way to do it. And it's already proven, you know, like by adjusting my gameplay depending on the units that I get, the supporter that I get, you know, depending on my gacha luck, I can just adapt into any situation. Like whatever Master League comes at me, whatever PvE stages comes at me, like I have every solution there. Oh yeah, is it worth to MLB your unlimited unit that not available in standard banner for ML being our strongest team, like Full Armor Thunderbolt or Force Impulse? If it is your strongest team and you don't think you're gonna be able to gacha them anymore, then yeah, like go ahead and use your UR limit break material on them. Because the longer we play this game, the more non-limited UR units that got released, then the lower your chance to getting the units that you want. Like I said earlier in this video, I've been waiting for New Gundam. Like I'm trying to get another copy of New Gundam, but I've never ever seen New Gundam anymore ever since Master League Season 1. So no, I actually got him at Master League Season 0. Yeah, the very first pull I did when playing this game, I got the New Gundam, and I've never ever seen him anymore ever since. So if you don't pull the unit at their own banner, it's very hard for you to get that unit. So my only recommendation, my only tips is that don't get UR limit break material using the Master League currency, because the Master League currency is best spent on the supporter limit break material, and the rare medallion, the one that you get from doing gacha, is best spent on the unit limit break material. Okay. So yeah, if you get the material from the unit limit break material, then you can use it to strengthen your strongest team. It's okay. Remember, every main story finish, they give you time limited sale with some items and 2 of those SSR gear. Ah, okay. So that's what you bought. Yeah. No wonder you have a lot of SSR development material. I mean, like SSR limit break material. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to see, like, you know, him autoing this stage and winning while I struggle to manual control this fight because of how much damage the enemy strike freedom can deal to you. Like, look at that. He brute forced the enemy's strike freedom. Did he ultimate upgrade to the Amaterasu? If yes, then no wonder he can win this battle. Because the Amaterasu is probably the only one who can survive getting attacked by the strike freedom. Because of how strong the strike freedom is. Oh, that's actually a really good idea, you know. Do you remember, for those of you guys who watch my Eternal Road fight on this stage, like our allies, the one with the yellow HP bar, the Destiny Gundam, cannot one-shot the enemy's dome. So if you use a map attacker, you can actually reduce the enemy's dome's HP just enough for the Destiny Gundam to one-shot that dome. Look at that. Yeah. I'm gonna try this out too. I'm gonna put a map attacker at the bottom there and actually map attack on the dome. Yeah. He's not only about money, guys. He actually also uses his brain when playing strategy games. His favorite game genre is puzzle and strategy. So yeah. Did you see Destiny NPC damage? This seems to be the key on defeating enemies. Yeah. His damage is a lot, but he cannot one-shot the dome. So you need the Destiny to be able to reach the enemy's strike freedom and then protect him. But if you don't go out of the way, the enemy's Destiny actually gonna attack you. I think. I don't know. I think so, because you cannot control him. So you just need to get out of the way of the Destiny and let him deal damage to the strike freedom. But look at this, my brother actually just brute force his way and kill the strike freedom by himself. Ta-da! You can just debuff him until just this meteor map attack. You mean the enemy at the bottom? Yeah. Any map attack will do. Or maybe just give, just defense down the enemy so that you will deal higher damage. Ooh, look at that. That's sharp. Hey. Yeah. Those are the things that you can do with unlimited money. Like, you know, clearing Eternal Road with only 1 unit, with only 2 units, with only 3 units. Look at this, like this is the Expert Eternal Road 12. There are only 2 units. 1 God Gundam, 1 Master Gundam. Wow. So yeah, you can just go to his channel, watch these shenanigans, and he actually shows you the limit of what you can do in this game. So really, this game is totally doable for a free-to-play players, because for a pay-to-win players, you don't even need 10 units to win this game. You just need 2 units and that's it. So yeah, power overwhelming and makes a cha-ching sound as well. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. So I'm gonna do my dailies in my own free time, and let me see if there is anything new in here. And you can just watch his videos if you want. Yeah, the God Gundam and the Master Asia is just one-shotting everyone. Yeah, and then it's clean. And it goes up. Kill that. Kill that. Basically just gonna be killing the minion. And then go for the boss. And he die. Without you having to kill all of this snakehead. So yeah, again, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.